Hello, Divine Feminine. How are you? I want to do a reading today and see Hierophant fell out. See what's going on with the collective energy. I'm feeling a bit tired, and they are showing me water. I don't think I'm going to use these. Get those out of here. Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So, feels like there's been a wrong turn taken. Hierophant, Ten of Swords. It could be something kind of traditional, didn't go as planned, betrayed you, you felt like you can't depend on the, I'm getting is that you don't feel emotionally safe with things right now. Just kind of an interesting message. Yeah, I feel like you're guarded again. Yeah, see, even there, it's like you don't want to reveal what's going on. Hermit's giving me sad vibes. Page, Star, Three of Wands. Hermit, Lovers, Tower, Ten of Cups. Two of Cups came out, but with the King of Swords on top. 2-2. Page, 2-2. Masculine is healing. And 10-10 with Eight of Cups. I feel like you're just sick of waiting for things. Get this, wow, Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. You wanting to move on. I feel like you gave the masculine a lot of time and opportunity to act correctly, and he just didn't. And I think in your heart you really felt like he would deal with situation in a little bit different manner. And I feel like it's come to be that your Tower reversed with Ten of Cups reversed is this energy of it's like, I don't have to keep expecting things will go one way and looking to see that they definitely did not go that way. And there is something here, you know, the masculine, it has this awareness brought to him that he's quite immature. And instead of dealing with things like he should, in a mature way, he plays a lot of games. I mean, Page of Cups, Page of Wands reversed, that's a game player to me. It's not giving, you can trust my word, you can trust my action, I mean what I say. It's very, and then to come out with strategy. The sad thing is all these cards are showing that, oh wow, he he knows better, but he didn't do better. Which is what you don't want to hear, right? I feel like you've come to this point of kind of like, why am I doing all of this work and you're not? Although in the center of the reading, we do have the King of Pentacles. Some of you may have a new person, a soulmate, come around. That happens when twins get close in frequency. I feel anxious when I think about contacting you. So, he may have had a loss in his family or gone through a significant breakup. I see that you both are feeling more alone than usual. Even if there's the same people in your life, there's a feeling that something is missing. It's interesting because I saw gold when I was shuffling the color cards. So we have Black and the Void. I'm bringing into form. Virgo, Sagittarius, Lemurian energy. He may be going through some kind of actual death in his family, actual loss in his relationships. But he is missing you. I don't know. We have the Star upright, and yet I feel somewhat hopeless. I feel like he's trying to put on a brave face. But that nothing's gonna change until he really goes inside and figures out this emotional unavailability is how that's reading to me. And it's really hard because he does have anxiety. And he is very intuitive. So you're coming up as Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely, which is an 11, it's 47. He's coming up as the Divine Masculine card. Truth transcends illusion, which is a Master Teacher 22, which is very much what I'm feeling in this Hermit energy. And then now is a lucky time and time to heal with take time out on the bottom. I do feel like there is this sort of isolation that is by design, that, you know, you can't really know what you want until you are really alone and really know you. And I see that there's kind of a focus on knowing himself more. In a lot of ways, so he can know you better. And I can feel the energy of feeling very uncomfortable with my feelings, to the point of like, I don't want to even talk about them right now. Kindness has changed my life. I am who I am. That's part of it too. There's a stubbornness here to not breaking down some of these walls that have been his protection mechanisms. I keep writing and deleting messages. Sorry for the way I handle things. I effed up. Getting lost in the memories. Spirit's trying to have him not get lost in the memories. I'm still healing. But I think it may be something that has to. And it says, reach out to me, please. I don't really feel that energy here. I'm actually very confused. I admire how hard you work. You're a great friend. I want you so badly. I only believe in science and facts. There is like some push-pull energy here. Which it's a little bit the nature of the Two of Pentacles too. It's like it's kind of easier just to say, I don't want something, than to take action and not get it, right? To be the one in control. And I do see here, eventually, the outcome is the King of Swords. And that card always indicates communication to me with those birds. Projection. Beyond illusion. He has two cards of truth. Experiencing. Adventure. Letting go. Isolation. Clinging to the past. There are two cards of isolation. And that card in particular is like a card of coldness. Sorry. And these are crazy cards to come out together. Oh, look at XX22. Beyond illusion, truth transcends illusion. And it's almost the exact same colors. I don't know, he's waking up to something very, very profound. The nature of who he is. I mean, that is the meaning of the Hermit too. It's like giving me very much, it could be partially that he's been kind of looking into the future and he's seeing that, I mean, Lovers, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups it's probably the best love cards. I mean, I would throw Ace of Cups in there too, but it's amazing lineup, right? And this is the interior feelings. And here outside, he's really just trying to appear like kind of circumstances, whatever's going on in his life, have caused him to be in a state of reflection, almost to the point of he's not sure who he is. Release your ex, flirt, calling in your soulmate. I did say there may be someone else. Chemistry. I feel like you're lonely. Separation. Give your relationship a chance. Deception. I mean, he's having to face a lot of the fact that his inability to take action, his inability to make a decision, his lack of courage caused a lot of this to happen. And he may be someone that is a bit impulsive, that these 2 pages here would definitely indicate that. And, you know, also this anxiety, he may feel a lot of anxiety and then out of the blue just be like, I'm doing it, and do something impulsive. And not really think of the consequences. Because I see that's kind of what he's waking up to, is that, yeah, you can have adventure, but the truth is that there are consequences to these things. And strangely, I mean, that's not a normal, real interpretation of the 3 of Wands, but, you know, when you're waiting for your ships to come in, right? You're waiting for something to happen. What's going to happen is the consequences of the actions that you took or didn't take, right? If you're there and you're mourning the loss of someone because of your lack of action, your lack of ability to tell them how you feel, or I kind of am getting this feeling of like he may have flirted or, you know, engaged in a situationship with people he wasn't really interested in, but it kind of fed his ego. Or there is something here around a fatigue around dealing with the situation and his lack of ability to tell you, admit the mistakes that he's made. Because again, it always kind of comes back to, well, if you admit things matter to you, then you have to admit that you care, and that is a very, very vulnerable place to be. And, you know, he knows that he lost you because of what he's done. That's what this is coming out to. And I think right now he's asking, is that, can I live with that? Can I keep this mask on and lose this person that feels like this, right? Can I lose this and be okay? I feel like that's where he is right now. Asking, what are the consequences if I keep doing what I've been doing? And what could be the consequences what could be the consequences if I am able to actually, you know, transcend this illusion? That, and I get a feeling too, like there's a facade of just capriciousness and like, I don't care-ness, you know? And that is something we kind of look at as we mature. And it, you know, as crazy as it sounds, men mature at like 45 totally, which I mean, we all probably even know men that never really grow up. Whatever, Peter Pan syndrome. I feel like Peter Pan is something important for somebody to hear. You know, is he willing to face the truth of everything is really what's coming out. Healthy choices, golden mirror, sword in the rose, abundance. Oh, that heart of the key again. And, you know, I do see things have not gone well for him. Things have fallen apart in a lot of ways. And that may be his own, like, view on life. He just feels very confused about his heart, and that's because he's not in touch with it. And I think what he once thought was abundance is not accurate for him anymore. And that's what happens when we have a spiritual awakening, or, you know, and I do kind of see cards here that are really indicating spiritual awakening. And also, like, waking up to karma in the way that you can't just keep treating people badly and not feel the consequences of that in your life, you know? Even if you move away or you go into a whole different circle of friends or people or a whole new job, that energy is there. And I do think that's what this is when he's looking at, like, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Part of being happier is really feeling like you have the courage to treat people well and respect yourself and respect them. I don't know, this feels like it's meandering here, but he seems to be going down a pretty introspective path right now, and finding that he doesn't love. I don't know, I get this feeling like he's dealing with the coping mechanisms that he's had since he was maybe young, or at least younger, and when it was more about just survival. And a lot of things he wasn't thinking about, like, longer term consequences. And, you know, we do, you know, go through friendships and we lose them and we replace them. But some people in life are just irreplaceable. And you can try, but you'll always feel their loss. And this lesson that he's learning right now may come through an actual loss of someone in his family, or it may not, but I do see that could be a possibility for some. It could be also like he's had a really big split with someone important in his life that they just, besides you, you know, they just weren't willing to put up with his stuff anymore. Because I do feel like this masculine has some baggage and has not made the wisest decisions always, and is experiencing some sort of awakening, some sort of, you know, this is kind of an important twin card. When we figure out that we are projecting, and the letting go card was also on the bottom of that deck. When we realize that we are projecting our stuff onto our counterpart, it's a big moment of realization. At least it was for me, and some other people I talked to really have had real moments of clarity that kind of shifted everything, where you thought you saw the situation clearly and you said something and that wasn't at all what was going on. And in that moment, your twin provides you with a really, really valuable lesson in seeing that lens that you put on the world. Because we all do that. That's projection. And we all assume that we know what people are thinking, what people are, why they're doing what they're doing. So, you know, I can't get away from the fact that there is 4 major arcana here. Right in the center. And most of them are in the external. Most of them are him feeling, looking, acting, I would say, pretty lonerish, pretty sad. The Star and the Hermit together is a really interesting energy because it, especially with the Tower reversed, it kind of looks to me like he's trying to kind of avoid disaster. You know, the truth of it is that all of this just makes him really feel the loss of you much stronger. He wishes he could talk to you about it. He wishes he could have your insight about it. He wishes he could see things the way you do. There's a big desire here to reconnect to that energy that only you have, and that keeps coming through. It's like, yeah, there's everyone, and then there's you. And you, I feel you present with me all the time. I feel this desire to talk to you, because I know that you would help enlighten me. You would help me understand. You would help me avoid disaster. You would give me hope. All of the good things that you do, right, in his life or have done, that he kind of has searched far and wide to replace or find in some other situation. He's missing, and he doesn't know what to do about it. There's a big emphasis here on which way to go, which decision to make, which choice, what is going to lead me back. Can I even get back to the Two of Cups? Is it gone forever? And I'm not really a reader to sit here and be like, the Ten of Cups means we have a family and get married and all of that. You know, on the twin flame journey, it's gonna look how it looks for everybody differently. I really think that. I think right now he doesn't feel at home anywhere. Even in his own family, it just doesn't feel right. I see signs of you everywhere I go. I've been learning a lot about spirituality. Send you telepathic messages. So grateful for you. He is grateful for you, I think. Never expected to feel this way about you. I'm thinking about making you an offer. I pushed you away because I was scared, and he's still scared. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. I miss you. He does miss you. So those cards are like exactly what I've just been saying. There is, I don't even think it's signs, but it might be signs, you know. My opinion is that either the divine masculine or the divine feminine is getting a lot of signs, and that's like a kind of a syncing up with your soul energy. And that's what I'm talking about with the soulmate. When you guys get close in frequency, I mean, it's the same but different. When you guys get close in frequency, there's soulmate can come in. That's very close to your guys' frequency. It's a very weird phenomenon. I very much get like this color water. Something about this color. Or some kind of like milky water. It's very interesting. It's kind of in this color here. I got it right when I sat down today. Kind of telling me it's like a sad water. When I don't think anyone would really say that that's a sad water, but I don't know. I get this energy. He's feeling a little bit sorry for himself. He's just beating himself up, which is not really how we expect the King of Swords to act. It is more of like a Page of Cups reverse energy. Just kind of wallowing in emotion, and it's a very sad boy energy. Okay, so let's get some advice. I kind of want to ask, will he take any action? Because I felt, you know, there was the action card at the end. Let's see. Will the divine masculine take any action in the next 4 weeks? Kind of inspired to do a, never done it if you're dealing with this sign. I don't know, when I read cards, it's not all that traditional. I feel like you feel like he's going to take action. I feel like you're having an intuition about it. I don't know. I feel like it's going to make you very happy if he does. I like it. Man. King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Will he take action? There's a possibility that he tells you I do feel like there's a possibility that you guys have a conversation, at least. For some of you, I think it's really going to be an increase in telepathic communication. For some of you, I feel like you know that there's going to be some kind of physical interaction. The Hierophant for me, first of all, these two are natural counterparts in the tarot. This is the other counterpart everyone loves to put with her, right? I kind of think that this is another person, and that might be the situation here, that you are maybe dating someone else and he gets word of that, and not saying to play games because that never is good, but that may be a conversation of like, he doesn't want you to do that. Or even to the point of like, you need to end this now. I do see he wants to stop obsessively thinking about the pain that he's caused you and the pain that he's in. And again, we see the Ten of Cups reversed with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords, which is a very difficult and painful, conflicted feeling. Like, you know, after the Eight of Swords comes the Nine of Swords, and that's the most pain you can feel in tarot. And so there is this desire to end this cycle. And for me, the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant are a very, very mature energy. It's like, in a lot of ways, it's like acting right. You know, Magician reversed, not my favorite energy, but that being said, whenever an energy is present, even if it's reversed for me, it means that it's kind of in play. He could be talking about the fact that he really fumbled a new beginning. That would make a lot of sense for some of you. And that he had, and I'm burping now, so it's right for some of you, that he regrets. You know, look at the two whirlpools too. He regrets the way things went. And it caused a lot of pain, and he knows that, and he's sorry. This energy here too would be a lot about mistreatment of you, mistreatment of something that he knows is very valuable now, and he really wished he had given more to it. So for me, I do see that this could be a conversation. He's at least thinking about it right now. How would it go if he had this conversation, and what would it mean? And I think he worries that, just from the cards on the Mama deck, he worries that if he treats this like it's important, that you will overthink what that means. And I would caution you with these cards here, if he comes to you and he explains things to you, not to go full in, like, think, oh, that's it, this is union, or like, there is a caution here that he worries that you will think he's investing with me because I'm his future. And he's not fully done with his transformation yet. And there are things he still needs to overcome. And I would be very cautious to move slowly. Spirit is indicating that you should never forget who you are, never forget your value, never forget to require that there's a balance, okay? And he may come back and then go. And part of what that depends on in Twin Flame Journey is that you don't let your energy get too far out of hand. I see the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles here. There is an opportunity for a large growth. You know, that sequential, there's an opportunity to make a lot of progress and overcome some of the limitations that have been there, for sure. But, you know, Spirit's saying often in Twin Flame Journeys that happens in separation. And you need to focus on everything you've accomplished within yourself right now and continue to hold that frequency. Like, they really want me to reiterate that not just showing me like the hand, right? Don't cling, don't clutch. For some reason, this is important. Like, there's an open hand and then there's a closed hand, right? Yes, to be in relationship, we have to have a give and take. We can't have like a clinging on. And the clinging on is if you're clinging to something besides your own value, you're really, that's the abandonment wound, right? What people call chasing. And I see there is a possibility that there still needs to be more work done around that, and that the masculine may come in and trigger that again. Now remember, you can always kind of trigger yourself and work on yourself. And excavate if there were endings in your life that were very painful, that you're still feeling, reliving, and fearing that may come again, which shows up in really sneaky ways in our life, right? Because that's what's here. When the way that we kind of keep a distance in our relationship or try to like not have distance in our relationship is that push-pull energy that happens between the sacral of twin flames. And so keeping your sacral energy inside of you, not pushing it out, is a key factor here. That's one way to feel like very secure in your own energy with anyone, not just your twin. Okay, let's get advice. I don't know why I guess that was an important little detour we took at the end here because I don't usually do that. And I think for some of you, you're going to be having an interaction that will be leading you to get some triggering to assist you with the, you know, I always think that, oh, we're at the end of dealing with these wounds, but is it ever the end? There's always like more layers there, at least for me. I just keep doing the work and keep finding more. And part of that does look like there may be, for some, more periods of separation before that comes, because you know, that Hermit as the center energy really shows that there's an important reason for us to be alone. Why am I getting Oh, okay, we're doing these. I don't know why I pulled that like that, because I was thinking I would get signifiers. Okay, so Ascended Masters that are helping us right now are the Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Hilarion, Divine Healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. So very much that hermit energy. Your light can support others. Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. So 2 really strong heart cards here. Awaken and accept. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So that 6 of Pentacles energy. So these are Ascended Masters. You can call in meditation when you're sleeping, when you're walking, when you're showering, or just to work with you and ask that they assist you in opening your heart, doing your heart healing, joy, Upo. I knew Obsidian was going to come out. Okay, Trust, Prehenite, Libyan Gold Tektite, Manifestation, and then Divine Temple, Source Energy, and then we have the Shadow. As I was saying, there is shadow work to be done, and on the bottom of this deck we had Dewal Cool, which is Dharma Unfolding, and under that's Mary Magdalene. And then, so this is a Master Teacher card right under the heart chakra. They're wanting me to talk about, one of the best ways to manifest, which I was going to make a video on this last night, is, yes, gratitude is fantastic because it's a very high frequency, but also what I see can almost work better is like celebration. And celebrating like your manifestation before it comes, like to the point of like turning on music, dancing around, and just feeling like this overwhelming joy. I always forget to bring my glasses in here. Okay. Oh, we have some elemental dragons, which is very interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have a rainbow dragon. I do feel like there may be a few of you dealing, I don't know why, because I don't normally talk about this at all, but now I'm burping up a storm, and I know it's relevant for someone, that same-sex twinship may be part of what you're going through. And I just want to say like that you're very supported if this is something new to you and you haven't dealt with it in your life before this. That may be part of the solitude process you need to go through to like process it. Every twinship brings its own, I don't even know the word to use. Things to integrate for us. Ways that we grow. Things to overcome in a way like that aren't necessarily comfortable, and it can be very isolating feeling when especially if we're surrounded by people that we know would not accept this relationship. I don't know why they're having me bring that up, but that is indicated that Spirit does feel how isolating that can be at times, how difficult it is. But all people on a spiritual journey to authenticity are really challenged to learn to be themselves in the world and fear that, you know, they may not be accepted if they are truly who they are. You know, that journey of authenticity is a big one. And okay, so air and fire dragon expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. So I do feel like that's a real celebratory energy. Air and water dragon. So we have air and fire and water. Helps you connect to higher frequencies. Trust your intuition. Develop your psychic abilities. Be open to enlightenment. Express your inner song. And you know, that Hierophant, High Priestess energy, it is very much this psychic ability that may be coming through more and more for some of you. Black Dragon cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, and undergo a metamorphosis. So again, Death card here, that change is occurring at quite a big rate. Source is assisting you, and your heart is opening and expanding. Did I forget one? No, I didn't, right? Okay. Oh, these. I was like, what is going on? Let's get messages from your twin and your higher self. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are. Your relationship will magically transform. So Death card again. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Embrace through each other, you will find the missing pieces. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. And then under that, we have forgiveness. So if you'd like a reading, my readings are open, and I would love to hear your comments, how this applies to you, if it does, because I know this was a pretty specific reading. And I thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you. Bye.